Guys, this is Patrick with mtknives.net, and just had a couple things I want to go over with you. Another quick video. I was I ran across a picture on Facebook, and wanted to share it with you guys because it really made me think. Anyways, here's what it says. When buying from an artist, you're buying more than just an object, or you're buying hundreds of hours of failures and experiments. You're buying days, weeks, and months of frustration and moments of pure joy. You aren't just buying a thing, you're buying a piece of heart, a part of the soul, a moment of somebody's life. Most importantly, you're buying the artist more time to do something they are passionate about. So, anyways, I was reading that, and it really kind of hit home. And one thing, I'd like to first of all say thank you to you stakeholders who make it possible for me to do what I'm passionate about and stuff. And in some ways, I really don't feel like it's necessarily what I'm passionate about. In other ways, I do. When I hear the word passion, I don't really necessarily think of what I do as passionate, but others might argue that. And also the term artist isn't something that I never really considered myself an artist. My older brother, he was always real good painting. Younger on, he did quite a few paintings and stuff, and I tried my hand at it, and some people think it's all right. I'm pretty critical of some of the stuff I do, but anyways, I never considered myself artistic. I felt like my brother really had a gift in painting and artistic. And with sharing some of my stuff on Facebook, stuff like that, it's been a while back, but they called me an artist. And I got to thinking about it. And artist kind of has a new meaning for me, because I would consider myself an artist. As I thought about it, it was something that I really hadn't considered myself being artistic or an artist before, and I got to thinking about it, and I would consider myself an artist. And part of that, what I think is more encompassing, is I think I have been blessed with what I would call vision, and not the vision that we think of, but I have the ability, I've been blessed with the ability to look at something and see the potential in it. And it extends more than just knife making. It extends to basically most of the stuff that I've done in my life. I've remodeled a couple homes that we've lived in, done some that just were basic, and some, from really major remodel, basically stripping it down to the frame and even replacing part of the foundation and stuff like that. And that makes me think of our last house before this one that we bought. I really fixed it up the way that we wanted it to stay in, but there was other plans for our life and stuff. But when I bought that house, I seen it for what it could be, and I think I paid like $6,000 for that house, and it had 1.5 acres of land, and nobody had lived in it for a while. And all the local people, when they seen that house, a lot of them commented like, "I can't believe you bought it." They just thought it was a stupid investment. And by the time I was done with it, I got several compliments about they can't believe it's the same house. And that's due to what I would say I call the vision. Is when I seen that house, I didn't see it for what it was. I seen it for what it could be. And I do the same thing with knives. And when I see a piece of material, or I see something, I have a vision of what I want it to be. And a lot of the times as I'm working on a knife, that vision changes. And sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes I get into it and I see something even better, and it's exciting. You know, I enjoy that. I enjoy taking something and getting into it, and even just like that old house, you know, you tear into it and you have plans, and sometimes when you tear into something, you start seeing other things, other problems, other stuff, and it changes the direction you go. So when I'm working on a knife, you know, I have an idea, I have a vision of what it's going to be. And as I'm working on it, sometimes things just change, you know. And sometimes, you know, I enjoyed watching Bob Ross when I was younger and watching him paint. And, you know, there's so many times you watch him do what he's doing and you think, oh, man, you just screwed that up. I mean, what are you thinking? You know, here's this professional painter, and you watch him work and you think, oh, you just messed that up. And there's times, and I really wonder, I'd like to, I wish I could ask him, but I wonder if sometimes he ever wondered if he messed something up. Because when I'm working on knives, sometimes I do something I think, oh man, that is not what I intended. And, you know, I'm going to have to start all over. And sometimes I do. And sometimes them mess ups become, you know, something new in itself. Something that you never intended comes out of that mistake, you know. So that's what I enjoy about making knives. I enjoy, you know, especially you get into it, and like I said, sometimes you have something you think, boy, I just messed that up. And sometimes that gives you some of the neatest work. You know, the Frankenstein knife, if you keep up with what I was calling the Frankenstein knife, is the prototype, the three-colored knife. I had a vision for it when I started, and I seen what I wanted. And as I got into it, you know, part of the thing, I started off, I was going to surround that green either side with that brown camel bone, but I didn't have enough material, so then I came up with that black walnut. And so anyways, this short video might turn into a longer video. But so as I got to working on that knife, I ran into things and I changed stuff up, and I'm happy with it. You know, some people don't care for how it goes together or whatever, but I like it. I'm proud of it. It's something different. It's something unique. So, and the funny thing about art is it don't matter how ugly or how awesome you might think that something turns out, you're always going to have somebody who appreciates it. And sometime I look at some other people's work and I think, that is just the ugliest thing I ever did see. But there's somebody out there that really appreciates it. So, anyways, that all being said, that's just kind of some stuff that I want to talk to you about. And stuff, there's some other stuff, but I don't know, tell me what you think. I enjoy what I do. I'm excited to have supporters that, you know, support what I do, to give me the time to have the ability to create new stuff and to work on these knives. And I don't regret anything that I've done in the past, job-wise, but I do have to say that I really enjoy what I'm doing, and you know, I wouldn't trade the experiences that I've had. Somebody, my mom actually said that people were taking wages on whether or not I was going to go back to line work. You know, I'm never going to say never, but, you know, as long as I can keep doing what I enjoy, working from home, dealing with my family, this is where I want to be, and this is where I want it to be for a long time. But that's just it's all about timing, and it's finally, the timing's been right, and I'm thankful that I'm able to work from home, doing what I enjoy, and I just can't say how much I appreciate that.